Okay, I think make it louder a little bit. Okay, sound is okay, huh? All right, so we look again at the gate, yeah, at the gates. If you still remember, we have the OR gate, we have the AND gate, and we have the NOT gate. Okay.
Doktor, tak berapa nampak lah doktor.
Tak apa nampak?
Dia macam blur kabur macam tu.
Kabur, because of the lighting, I think. Lagi silau kan? Okay, let me try and change the marker. Okay, tengok Ada marker dia tak? Okay. Boleh? Is it better? Ya ke tidak? Yang bercakap tadi? Ya. Takut sangat nak onkan mic ni, kenapa? Alright, better, right? Okay, then this is the straight, yeah? Straight. That is the N. And the other one is the O. The O, we normally just put just one there. Because just one, yeah? And normally we put this. Okay, so the O with the curve, the N with the straight, and the triangle with the knot. Okay. Okay, and we also have the logic table. Okay, and then we also have the Boolean function. Okay, for example, we probably have this Boolean function like this. Okay, so we know that this is from b squared to b because this is 2, right? And then this is just 1. Okay, so if it's b2, you know the domain is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, right? For that one. Okay, and then we look at the truth table, right? So the truth table is not true or false, but 1 or 0. Okay. And then you will be given the question. Probably you are given the truth table, come out with the expression. Okay. And then you probably will given also the Boolean polynomial. And then if you remember, I mentioned about min term, canonical form. Okay, min term canonical form. And also we want to find the minimal expression, right? Okay, so this is what we want to do today to sum up everything from this chapter. Also, I've gone through all the properties of Boolean algebra. Okay. Properties of Boolean algebra. Okay, we have seen this. You have commutative, associative, distributive, identity, complement, idempotent. All right, I'm not going to go through everything again, but we left with Karnaugh map. If you remember, I went through one expression and to simplify the expression in which I add one term and then simplify using the property. But how do you come up with additional term, right? So Karnaugh map will help us in simplifying the Boolean expression. So you remember, look at your notes, your Karnaugh map of 2 inputs, right? And you also have for 3 inputs, X, Y, Z, in which we have the not with the prime, okay? And also to have the properties, how do you group in the Karnaugh map? So you go for power of 2, yeah? 2 to the 0 is 1, 2 to the 1 is 2, 2 squared is 4. If it's big enough, probably you'll get 8, okay? But normally not. Okay, so we look at one example of example 5.9, yeah? Example 5.9, and then we can try to do one exercise. All right, the question is to construct Karnaugh maps for the function whose truth table are given. So you are given a truth table, you are not given the F, you have to find the minimum expression of F min, okay? And using Karnaugh map. Okay. So you are given XY. This is in the notes, so you don't have to copy the question. So we have 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. And the expression or the polynomial for this is 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So from this, you can come out with the polynomial. Yeah. So from this, it's 0. So 0, you don't have it. So you will have three terms. Yeah. So the first one will be X, Y prime. The second one is X prime Y. The third one is X prime Y prime. So if you see a 0, it's a prime. Okay, so XY prime plus X prime Y plus X prime Y prime. So you have to draw a Karnaugh map. Okay, we'll sit over here. Okay. All right, so we do this Karnaugh map, and Karnaugh map is like this. And only XY, so we will have X prime, Y prime. Okay, since there's only 2. And then you fill in. Okay, you fill in. X, Y prime, X prime Y, X prime Y prime. Okay. So this is the Karnaugh map that you have. And you will circle 2, right? You will circle 2. So this is what you will circle, and this is what you will circle. Every element in the table has to be circled, even if it's only 1. If there is only 1, like you have a big one and there is 1 somewhere, you just circle that one. Okay. So before this, probably the question asks you to draw do I have it in here? Okay, right? If you have to draw the logic network, then it's a long one. 5.9. Okay. Okay. So how do you draw this? Let's try and draw. Oh, tak ada tempat lah nak lukis. Okay, let me draw it. You need to have the X. Kamu tak pakai marker kat rumah. Lukis. X. There are many ways to draw and it's not unique, right? In the notes, I have it in a way, I didn't have the final one, but I didn't have this one. I only have the final one. So if you have X and then you have Y, then you need the Y prime, yeah? And then you need to do X with Y prime. And this is a dot. So just now, when it's multiply, then you have this, right? Okay. And then you have to have the add, but you have this. So you have to have another one with X prime. Because they pull it from that one to get X prime and then Y. So you need a Y here. This is a Y, right? And then you have another one. So this one is X, Y prime. This one is X prime Y. Okay, you can do like this. Because normally you add every 2, right? Instead of doing 3, you do 2 at a time. So this one is a plus. So a plus, you do this. So you have this part, call it A. I don't have the space. And then you still have another one to add. So you can pull from here because this is X prime, right? Or you can do it another one here from X, okay? But if you do it from here, you will lose one gate. You will lose one gate because there is a prime. So I will pull from here and do another gate, which is X prime. Okay, this one is from X and then Y prime. So I will pull from Y and get another gate from Y. Okay, I pull from Y. Don't pull from Y prime. If you pull from Y prime here, then you will lose another gate. Okay, then you have the multiply again. So this is X prime, Y prime. And then you do this together, right? And you get the last one. So if you count the number of gates, 1, there's 1 dot, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is how you draw the original question. But we want to simplify. Simplify means the final gate won't be this many and it will be much simpler. But I haven't written out the F-min. Okay, so ada soalan tak sebelum saya padam? Any question? Is it clear? Alia, is it clear? Yeah, okay. Seni? It's clear? Yeah, okay. Right, so for this one, we put the F min, yeah? F min of XY. Oh, tadi tu sebenarnya bukan sebab lighting sebab marker punya dakwat. Tak clear. Okay, this is better, right, Sini? You can read? Yeah, okay. So this one, this cover X and X prime. Wait. Okay, this one cover X and X prime. So this one is only Y prime. Okay, this circle here, it cover X prime, right? So this is only Y prime. This one cover Y prime, right? Y prime. So it's only X prime. Okay, so this is the minimum that we want to get. And if you want to draw the minimum one, it's much simpler than this, right? Because you only have 1, 2, 3. Can you now try and draw this? Only 3 gates. I give you 2 minutes. Okay, I will erase this, yeah? This is also equal to X prime plus Y prime because it's commutative. Okay, so try to draw X prime plus Y prime. I erase the table, yeah? Alah, this pula table. Actually, I want to do something else. Lukis balik lah table tu. It's okay, just make it smaller. Ada sebab saya kena tunjuk ni balik. X prime. Okay, so let's draw this. Okay, so I will draw it over here. So this is X, this is Y. I need prime, yeah? So I need X prime and I need Y prime, and then there is a plus, right? So it is to be X prime plus Y prime. That's it. Okay, so you get the same drawing. Okay, now the next one is how do you prove from here using the property to get the minimum? Okay, just now we use Karnaugh map, we get the minimum. How do you use the property? This is why we have this to help us, because the one intersect is the one we need to add. Okay, you remember X plus X is X in the idempotent, yeah? X plus X is X. So even you add another one, it is still the same. So what do we want to add is X prime, Y prime. We have to add another X prime and Y prime. So let me erase this first. Equal, okay, XY prime is this. And then we want to do with X prime plus. You see, I add this together because I want to add this. This is the same, so I can do this. Okay, this is the hardest part because how do you know what to add? What term to add? It's the one that intersect, in the intersection. So you add another one of that. So what I add is this, which is actually similar to this, double it, and using this property. Okay. And how do you add? So you know that you can combine this and then you can combine this, right? So we combine this. So this one is x prime y and then this. Okay. Then when you combine, you can take out the distributive law, yeah? Y prime on the right, distributive law, and then x prime on the left, distributive law. Y prime, take it out. So what's left is x plus x prime, and x prime on the left, y plus y prime. And it's just one, right? X plus x prime is just one. You remember when we do the table before, it's all one. So this is just 1 times y prime plus x prime times 1, which is y prime plus x prime. If the question give you y prime plus x prime, you leave it like this. If the question give you x prime plus y prime, you have to write equals to x prime plus y prime. Make sure your final answer is the same as the question. Okay, if not, you will lose a point. To make sure you show exactly. Okay. Low battery lah pula. Okay. I will find one question. Okay, the none and the NOR gate is optional. So I urge you to read through that section, the none and the NOR, in which you combine the not and, yeah? None is not and the NOR is not or. So you combine the not and the and becomes okay, this is the not and gate. Give me a second, battery habis. Okay, so that's the NAND gate and then the NOR gate. This is not and this is not or. So the truth table is just taking the and then the not. Okay, you can look at the notes. Taking the or and then taking the not. Right? It's just add another column. Okay. You can look at some examples of that one. Let's look at, okay, there are a number of examples, more examples in the notes that you had to go through one by one. And to understand that is by doing it. Okay, look at the question, solve it. Don't read the notes. Go through one by one. Okay, when I did these notes, I try to get as many different examples as possible. Yeah, so go through each example. It should cover all kind of questions. Okay, let's try and do exercise. Yeah, we still have few minutes. Okay. Number one, polynomial. And to find the truth table. Okay, the O and the N, if you see this is like the O and the N. So sometimes the plus is written as the O, the multiply is written as the N. That's another way to write. Okay, so for number one, consider the polynomial and find the truth table. It's quite easy, right? Let's do it. Okay. For tomorrow, I'll give you a quiz for function, yeah, chapter 3. Like usual, 15 minutes, 2 questions. Okay. So the question is P, X, Y, Z equal, this is actually written like this, X plus Y times Z plus X prime. This is not as the normal canonical term, right? But you can write it as the normal canonical term. You can write this as X plus Y times Z plus X plus Y times X prime. Which is equal to XZ plus YZ plus X prime plus Y X prime. Okay, and then you can try to do the truth table. Okay. I want to go through the last one. Let's see. Okay. Number 21. Number 21. Okay, I will not write the question. You can refer to the question in your notes, but we will write out the answer, yeah? F, X, Y, Z equal okay. The first one is 0. So you just choose 1, 2. Only 2. 2 tak best lah. Sikit sangat lah. Only 2. And try to get quite a number of them yang banyak. At least 3. 2 is not enough for me. 20 lah. 20 ya. Sorry. Tak nampak sangat lah kalau tunjuk sikit sangat. Okay. 20, the second table ya. 20, the second table. At least 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 ones. Okay, number 20, there are 4 ones. So you just take the ones. Okay, number 20. So the first one is number 20. X, Y, Z prime. X, Y, Z prime. The second one is X, Y prime Z. X, Y prime Z, the second one. The third one is X prime, Y, Z. And the fourth one is X prime, Y prime, Z. Okay, the first one is, check yeah, double check. The first one is X, Y, Z prime. The second one is X, Y prime, Z. The third one is X prime, Y, Z. The fourth one is X prime, Y prime, Z prime. Okay, so this is the first question, which is the canonical sum of product. The second one is to sketch a logic diagram. Normally in the question, in the test or final, you are not supposed to draw the logic diagram for this because it's long. So you have to find the minimum Karnaugh map, yeah? So this is the, part A is to write in the sum of a product of sum. B is to do the Karnaugh map. Okay, so you have to draw a Karnaugh map, right? Okay, this is X, Y, Z. So you do X, Y, Z, Z prime. All right. So just follow the notes. This is X, Y prime, X prime, Y prime, X prime, Y. Okay, I retain the X, I change the Y. Then I put X prime and then the Y prime. And then you fill in, so X, Y, Z prime here, X, Y prime, Z here, X prime, Y, X prime, Y, Z here, X prime, Y prime, Z prime here. According to this, you cannot do any circle, right? According to this, you cannot do any circle. So end up, this is the F min for this one. Because when you circle, don't forget this and this can be circled if they are together, but they are not. So just this one is just this one is just this. Okay, so nothing that you can see from here. I want to do another one. Look at number 26. For 26, So the logic network is long for this one. You can try to do the logic diagram. For number 26, let me draw the Karnaugh map, yeah? From the question, okay? The same thing. Okay, Z prime. So X, Y prime, X prime, Y prime, X prime, Y. There's a one. Oh no. Oh, this is 4. Okay. Let me do this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, there's another one to do before we stop. Okay. So again, XY prime, X prime, Y prime, X prime, Y, and WZ prime, W prime, Z prime, W prime, Z. One here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Okay. All right. So this one, the largest one is the circle of 4. Okay. The largest one is the circle of 4. So this is the largest one. And this cover everything. So this is Z. Yeah. Okay. For this one, either you can do this, but you can do this together, okay, which is less gate, because this and this, and then you have to have another one. But if you combine this and this, it will be, because it's a cylinder, right? So this and this becomes also 1. And this, you see, that's Z prime, and this is XY, this is X prime Y. So this X prime covered, so this becomes Y Z prime for this one. The X is covered, right? X prime is covered, but it's Y and then Z prime. So this is like, if you do this and this, there will be 3 terms. So the F min is Z plus YZ. That's the min. All right. Okay, now we try this one. This one, even if you don't do it min, after you write, you can still combine, meaning your Karnaugh map is not the min one, because you can still combine. This one you cannot even combine anymore, right? So the biggest one, where is the biggest one? You can try two ways, yeah? First, I see this one, right? Because that is 4. And that will give me, cover everything but X, Y. It cover Y, it cover Y, W and Z. And then for this one, there is no other way to combine except for this. Because you don't have this to combine. So this one is plus this one is W prime Z prime it cover y prime but x. Okay, this one. W prime z prime, it cover y prime but just x. What about this? That one is wz prime for that one. And then this cover y prime covered, so x prime. And then one left. This one. Okay. This one, actually, if you do just this, you can also do just this, but you can do this. 4. Okay. For this one, step 4. So what does that cover? It cover x prime gone. So it cover y prime only, because this one cover x prime done, but just y prime. And this one, it cover w prime. And so this is the minimum one. You can see if you can combine again, meaning there's something that you don't cover. Okay, if you can get something like, even if this one you want to add, just take out z prime, there's nothing that you can simplify. Yeah, so this is your minimum. So this is all, that's it for this chapter. So I need you to try your best for this question. Okay. Next week, I will give you a simple quiz for graph theory. When I have time, I give you one for this one, but we will have test 2 soon. Yeah. Maybe I can give you this function tomorrow, next week, graph theory. After that, maybe we'll have the second test. I will give you more details about the test later. All right? Okay? Itu magic word tu. The question is, okay? Lama tak nampak this, right? Okay, guys? All right, so that's for this chapter. And we'll meet again tomorrow. Any question? Esok pun terpaksa lah using this whiteboard because my quarantine days is until 25th.